So, before we start any remedial work, the first thing I like to do is diagnose what is happening behind the surface. Now here I'm using a thermal imaging camera and you can see very clearly the damp blue line at the bottom of that wall. Now that darker cooler colour running along the bottom is a classic signal of rising damp. Now these readings give us a precise map of how far this moisture is travelling and to which areas are most affected. Again, very, very damp in this corner, and it's not always visible to the naked eye. It might feel cold to the touch, but they're not always as saturated and wet as people might think. Now this property is well over 100 years old and it's got original lime render in a lot of it, and unfortunately it's been wallpapered with non-breathable paint, again showing classic damp in that corner. It's then had it's got non-breathable wallpaper as well, and over the years it has destroyed or eroded the lime render. It's holding in moisture, creating very damp cold walls and rooms, and not only that, it's degraded the lime render to where it's failed in multiple areas all across the room. Now once these diagnostics are done, we can prepare the room properly. So we like to use the carpet protector film first. It's a nice tight layer, waterproof layer. In this job we use 3mm Corex on top for impact protection because we are going to remove this render, and then tarpaulin over the top again, which is great for catching the rubble. So once that's done, we need to channel a perimeter. So we need to cut a perimeter of the walls of where we're cutting. Otherwise, if we just start hammering away at this render, it can actually pull parts of the wall off that you don't want to come off. So you need to cut a very nice perimeter all along the lovely coving line and around the edges of all the areas where you'll be removing all of this lime plaster. Now you can see here there's got a fun detail on there as well, which I was just a little curious to see, because sometimes they're fake, or sometimes it might have been remedial repairs over the years. This was actually a decorative detail which actually had a brick sticking out, which is a nice detail that we will be keeping. You can see we'll crack on there to just explore a bit more. That hammer drill, it's a Makita 7 kilogram hammer drill, a demolition hammer, absolutely fantastic. You do need to know what you're doing because it has got an oomph behind it. So if you're a little bit silly, or if you just power in directly into the wall, you may find you're going through the brick and out the other side. So always take care when removing the render with these drills. They're amazing tools. But they are noisy, they vibrate your hands, and do wear goggles, dust mask, and I like to wear anti-vibration gloves. And there you can see the render's all been removed. So now this removal is complete, we like to carry out an initial cleanup. So that is a good thorough brush of all the brickwork. And this is the final shot of the exposed sections of the wall ready for the next stage. Now with failed lime render, we've removed it all back to a sound brickwork, and we can now start the proper restoration process for the long-term damp protection. In our next video, we will be using an amazing insulating cork lime render to fix these walls. Like, subscribe, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next one.